Black Ops 6 is truly proving that fans can have their cake and eat it too when it comes to Call of Duty Zombies. Terminus, of course, is that hardcore experience that caters to the more seasoned veteran Zombies player, while Liberty Falls is for the quote-unquote casual fan. And it's honestly true. Liberty Falls just straight up delivers on that experience to what you would want to give to an average or new player to the Call of Duty Zombies franchise. It's not spectacular, it's not special, it just does its job. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you really need from a Zombies map. And even though Liberty Falls is on the easier side in terms of difficulty, there is still an element of difficulty for that more seasoned player when it comes to the difficulty curve in the progression curve inside of the game. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. When it comes to the atmosphere on Liberty Falls, it isn't inherently special. It's not a Shadows of Evil, it's not a Terminus, that's for sure, and it's not even as special as something like the Giant where snow falls all around you gently. It's just a small, sleepy little town in the middle of West Virginia. It's really that simple. And that's okay. The thing is, when you load in, you don't feel that sense of awe and wonder like you do with Terminus or any of the other maps that we've really had in the Zombies lexicon. I would say my first impression of it when I was kind of getting into the swing of things and loading into the map was it was really holding my hand through this process, just telling me to kill zombies, get points, and go to a door. And then the next objective marker would push me to another door. And then the objective marker would push me to another door, which would finally lead me to Pack-a-Punch. And I didn't enjoy at all that Liberty Falls and Treyarch removed that sense of discovery right at the beginning of my first game of the map. I never felt like I was pushing through a small town. I never felt like there was an outbreak I was trying to discover more of. It just said, go here, hit square. Go here, hit square. And then all of a sudden you're in this amazing looking church with beautiful graphics, but there was no sense of urgency. There was no sense of death. There was no sense of survival. And when you compare that to Terminus, it does quite bum me out. But as we know, atmosphere isn't where this map is supposed to shine. The map does well when it comes to approachability, when it comes to leaning into a map and just relaxing and killing zombies. And I do enjoy that about Liberty Falls. It takes no time at all to get straight into the action, killing zombies, manglers, vermin, abominations, just running around and doing your zombies thing. You get the ray gun, you get the jet gun, you can get your weapons up to a legendary status, and you can run around from rooftop to rooftop, zip lining around the place. It does feel like an action movie, and I really enjoy that quite a bit. And what's interesting about the layout of Liberty Falls and the way that the zombie spawn system works now, you can start to kill zombies that are on other locations. They'll remain on other rooftops, or they'll start to spawn across the street on top of another building and pool over towards you. And it reminds me a little bit of Far Cry, where you're kind of zip lining or jumping around and climbing on top of buildings to kill enemies. And it was a nice change of pace. We're not really used to playing zombies in that way. Even in Outbreak, when you have some elevation to play with, the zombie spawn system didn't cater to it. And in Black Ops 6 Zombies, it really does. And I talk about this a little bit in the Terminus impressions video, but the way that Treyarch is designing the maps in Black Ops 6 so far is there seems to be an element of staggering. So the architecture in the map is layered in a certain way that makes things feel kind of jagged, like you can hop around, and the way that the zombies spawn and surround you allows you to fluidly move from space to space with such ease. It allows this mantling system and the tack sprint and the slide and the omni movement to really shine, and you can clearly see that Treyarch took a lot of time to dial in how the movement in the new zombie spawning system is going to work. You can't just run backwards and escape the horde. You can't just run sideways and escape the horde. You can't just slide and escape the horde. You actually have to be pretty tactical when it comes to navigating through the hordes of zombies, because the zombie spawns will often be quite wide, and when you enter in the middle of a horde, they'll surround you quickly from all sides, and if you're not careful, you will go down quickly. And even though Liberty Falls isn't super aesthetically pleasing, I do like the indoor areas. Going into the bank, going into the bowling alley, the ice cream shop, it actually gives the town a lived-in feeling. And the bowling alley is super fun to kill zombies in. I often forget about it because I'm so used to training outside, but there's a lot of room in there. You can run around inside of all the lanes, and zombies will kind of spawn from all directions, and it can get a little chaotic, but it's fun. And I think Liberty Falls is actually a really good map to kind of choose your own difficulty. Sure, you can go train outside if you want, where it's a little bit more open. You can choose to train inside of the bowling alley, where it's a little more close quarters, but it gives you the option to kind of pick your difficulty inside of a casual experience, which I do like that fluidity inside of the gameplay design. But clearly, this map is meant for camo grinding, it's meant for casual play, it's not meant to do anything more than what it's designed to do. And this kind of brings me to the difficulty of the map in general. While it is an easier map to kind of dive in and get used to the mechanics, the difficulty curve does ramp up quickly. For example, in the gameplay you're seeing on screen, I was just kind of casually minding my own business, things were going well, I was using gobblegums, things were going fine. Then all of a sudden, I just kind of got hit by a mangler out of nowhere, went down, got up, and I went to go and rebuild my character, and then I was just dead. And this just shows you that if you're not careful, things will sneak up on you quickly. And that's the difficulty curve that I like. And since I'm so used to games like Black Ops 4 and Cold War, where you have a lot of systems that can bail you out, whether it's a specialist system or it's all of the overpowered elements inside of Cold War, I actually have to put my thinking cap on and pay attention. Overall, I would say this map is around a 6.5 in rating. It's nothing spectacular. It does its job, and that's good enough, like we said at the beginning of the video. But when it comes to the Easter egg of this map, which we will learn more about later, I'm really unsure if it's going to elevate the map in any meaningful way. Sure, we'll be able to build the jet gun, but is there going to be a boss fight, or is it just going to unlock some rewards? Either way, we'll find out more, and I do think it might increase the rating just a little bit, but overall, I think the experience is fine at roughly a 6 or a 6.5. Just fun to jump in, maybe do an Easter egg, maybe get some high rounds, just kind of casually killing zombies. So if this is more your speed, I think you will enjoy it, and if you're looking for more of that hardcore experience, then Terminus is definitely the map for you. And if you want to watch my impressions on that video, make sure you click the video that you're seeing on your screen right now. And if you're interested in retrospectives, reviews, guides, and tutorials, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel.